So for our second drive around this morning, we're going to Badia, which right, for our second drive around this morning, we're going to go to Badia, which starts with this lovely, almost, the sun's behind it, you're not probably seeing it as good as in its optimum state, but it's almost like an imitation of Shaban in Yemen, the high-rise citadel. I always quite like it. I think it's quite a cool design feature. Obviously it means no balconies, no big windows, but I think it looks cool. And that is our entry point to Badia, which is basically the road ahead. Now Badia is a new-ish neighbourhood of Dubai, probably 15 years old, around about that age. Yeah, quite nice. We'll have a little drive around, so join us on the full video if you can. Start point for Badia, this quite imposing Yemeni-esque sort of apartment block. I really like it. I don't know about like the practicalities of living there. It doesn't seem to have things like nice big windows but I think stylistically I really quite like it, particularly given that it's fairly new build in Dubai. I don't know, I think they tried something architecturally that I kind of feel worked, so well done. Right, Badia proper starts here. Well, that was not Badia not proper, but this is so Badia is a new development, big development. Came on the scene probably 15 to 20 years ago, that sort of range. This is either Dira or Dubai International School, Dira I think, which is a big school. There's our local Carrefour and like local community souk, and behind there they've got some football, paddle, tennis, possibly, hopefully real tennis, I mean the proper tennis with tennis balls and tennis rackets, not paddle. And Badia is kind of a nice, I think it's quite an expensive area. I think home ownership is possible in Badia as well. Oh, they love their speed bumps, and we're going to have to get accustomed to them over the next few minutes. There's like a community area. It's quite nice. I think I'm going to be honest, this is like a little bit of a voyage of discovery for me, because I haven't really explored Badia that much, not off the beaten track, which is what I'd like. Look at that lovely quiet street. Imagine waking up here at the weekend, sit on your balcony, sit in your back garden, having your avocado smoothie, your cup of tea. It's nice and peaceful. Would it help if I opened the windows? Yes, it probably would. Hear the doves cooing. There's somebody out walking her dogs. You can tell by the cars parked around here that this is a fairly exclusive neighbourhood. Lots of Range Rovers, lots of Escalades, lots of G-Wagons. I've never really been up here for very much at all, to be honest. Oh, I've come to our first dead end. I think I can go around here then. I don't know. It'll be intrusive. I'd love to know what an apartment costs around here, like a monthly annual rent. I'll try and find out for you. Probably won't, to be honest. Well, this was nice. I just had a look up here. There you go. Nice little community garden space, flower garden down at the end. It's very nice. There's some tennis courts. I'm pleased to say, proper tennis. None of that paddle BS. Some cats lurking under these cars. What have we got here? A big growler of a Mercedes, a newish Range Rover, a G-Wagon, and a Ferrari. It's not a bad lineup, is it, to have outside of your house? And there's another little winding walkway. There you go. Lovely. Anyway, we shall leave this little Al Badia zone. Buildings 1, 2, 3. Not much on-street parking. That's good to see. Excuse me. It's the back end of the community souk. Not super exciting. And the back end of the school. Was a Universal American School. I'm guessing that's American. Yes. There you go. Festival City. For Festival City, which is like one of the larger malls of Dubai, backs onto Al Badia, or Al Badia backs onto the mall. I'm not sure which one came first. Probably all came together, to be honest. And I believe this is an Al Futtaim group, Majid Al Futtaim project, all of it. And he is one of the big hitters in Dubai. He's a multi-billionaire. He has some of the most lucrative franchises in the city, including Toyota, and a lot of malls and stuff like that. So this is one of his schemes, I guess. One of his, is that the right word? One of his developments. This is a bit of a shame in a way. That there, you can still see it actually. We'll see it maybe from a different angle. In the background, that's Al Badia Golf Clubhouse, and crazy, the golf course is still there, and it seems to be like at least semi-maintained, but they closed the golf course. And this is a nice wide road. This is, I guess, one of the main roads of Al Badia. They closed the golf course probably 10 years ago. And it was not the most popular in Dubai. There, you can see the clubhouse there. It's like a sort of cylindrical style. I'm not entirely sure. This is one nice thing about Al Badia. Well maintained, lovely roundabout. Yeah, they closed the golf course. But I don't know. I mean, we used to play there midweek, every now and again. You know, not every few months we'd head up there. It's nice. It was like a city centre golf course. So yeah, what you got? Festival City, festival area. Of course, you got the IKEA as well. That's another huge, hugely profitable outlet in Dubai, I'm pretty sure. So that would have been the approach to the golf course. Yeah. Anyway, don't want to bang on about that too much. It just seems strange. Now I think over that like dirt burn, or whatever you want to call it, that would be the backside of Festival City Mall. So I'm just going to spin a little U-turn here and head back to Festival Arena. Is used to put on expos and outdoor events. And for example, when I was working in the outdoor event industry, we used to put on like overland expedition type expos and stuff there. There's also been sort of pop stars and music acts and stuff have headed there as well. I mean, I've got to assume that this golf course is going to at some point be redeveloped into something. More houses probably. Anyway, maybe they built it because Mr. Alfertine thought, I could take up golf as a hobby, and then realised he didn't like it and closed it down. Maybe he couldn't get his handicap under 100. It's always my problem. There's that nice, I won't say nice, I mean nicely designed high rise there. You see from a slightly different angle. I'd love to go and see what those apartments look like. Yeah, I think they could be bought foreign ownership, I think. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I think they could. Actually, it seems to me that there's not really that much more to Al Badia, right? I could possibly be missing a street or something like that, or taking a wrong turn, but I kind of feel Hillside Condo, that's what that. Could have thought of maybe a more Arabesque sort of name for it, given the style of architecture. Yeah, actually, I do believe that is Al Badia start to finish. So not quite as sprawling or as expansive as I at first thought. A couple of schools, community souk, and a few streets. That seems to be it. Let's just have one last look down here. God, these speed bumps are killing me now. Come on. I feel like I've gone over about 250 of them. Stuck behind a slow driver as well. Usual. Saturday morning. Somebody out for a jog. A nice little water feature on that wall there. There may be some Al Badia on the other side of the road. There's a U-turn here. It says that there are buildings 9 to 14 here. So let's have a little look at those while we're here. Oh, look at this. Another charming roundabout. Gurgle, gurgle, water, water. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, this lady was struggling with two dogs there. Al Badia Villas, Al Badia. Aha. Let's go around. Let's go and have a look at the villas. Although I suspect they may not let me in. Seeing as we're on the road. Yellow, yellow. There's area closed. I think that's referring to that area there. You can see there. Oh, missed it again. See the golf course. Still looks like maintained. There are people on it. Oh, maybe it's reopened. I don't know. Right. Anyway, there is more to Al Badia. Goodness me, I thought that was it. I thought it was like 3 streets. So, there's something up ahead. Apartment buildings. Madeira International School. Another nice roundabout. Ramadan features here, stars and crescent moon. There's some new builds. Apartments, nice, looks spacious, lovely big balconies. Unobstructed view to Design District and downtown, which is over there, so you can see. There we go. Let me just recenter this, please. But we're off to have a look at the Badia Villas. This is called Badia Residences. And we'll have a little drive down here. Oh, as I suspected. I think it may be... Not sure. Let's see if we can get in. Oh, there you go. We can get in okay. Nice, nice, very nice. Very green, very quiet. Oh, hang on. Oh, I thought this was the same. So there's like a residency area, like an apartment block. I thought this was the same area as in earlier on. I guess they're all designed identically. That looks quite nice, doesn't it there? Well maintained. Again, looking at the cars, Porsche Cayenne GTS. We drive past up there, Range Rover, G-Wagon, Audi Q8. People with a bit of money. Not sure who this is. Delivery service, courier service. Nice little walkways, like that one. Get out and stretch your legs if you want to. And these are the villas here. So, what I do like about Al Badia is the birds are chirping. Oh, here's two cats chasing each other. Birds are just chirping away. It's very nice. Somebody's very proud of their discovery. They've parked it right in front of the building. Congratulations. Sorry, Defender. To you. It's actually what pulled me into here was this, the sight of this one. Not this white one, not this modern day monstrosity, but this one. Don't see too many of these around. Well, it's a fairly old school Defender, I would say. Been restored very nicely. Anyway, nice little shaded park garden space at the front of the building. Not altogether unpleasant. I wouldn't object to a bit of Al Badia lifestyle. Right. Oh, goodness me. Tell you getting old when you're having to huff and puff turning a steering wheel, can't you? I wonder if it's going to allow me out. It's let me in. I would hate to be trapped here. Open sesame. And I'm out. Oh, no. What have we got going on here? Al Badia Villas. This, to me, looks like it is under construction. By the way, there's Dira. Can't really see, it's a wall, basically. There's Dira International School. Somebody doing a bit of sweeping. Oh, these are quite nice. This is, I have a feeling, an area that I won't get into. But it looks like... Huh? There you go. There's people doing a lot of construction going on. I can just about turn around here. That's what the finished villas will possibly look like. Tell you what's nice about, I mean, the traffic, there is traffic congestion at this end of town, but it is nothing like the mess that they have at the other end of town, Hesse Street and those areas. Wow. I can imagine worse places to be working on a construction project. It's nice and quiet here at least. So, pardon me again. I guess there's not, you know, what else is it to see? A big school? Maybe. The international school. It's part of the Alpha Tame group. Looks like they had grass pitches there, which is nice. I don't know if I might have been mistaken. Much prefer the grass to the Astro. This is like a Badia living zone, they're calling it. Well, seems fairly nice to me. Pitches, sports pitches look like they're grass or lawn. So smaller spaces for living, smaller balconies. Bijou and compact, is that what they call it? But I guess if you were in the market for a quiet residential location, Badia would make sense. I like it. I'm not saying I'm ready to move here, but one thing I did not see any evidence of was a watering hole. Didn't see any hotels or any sort of any bars. For many of us in Dubai, that could be a deal breaker. It's nice to have one nearby, just for when needs must. Right, if we continue filming, we're just going to be retreading the same route. So let me say from Badia, we're signing off. Ciao, ciao.